So last Sunday, my uncle called me up and asked if I could give him a hand moving some things out of his storage unit. Normal enough, he's the family's resident collector of all things vaguely valuable, and he mentioned that some of the boxes had precious heirlooms that needed a gentle touch. I figured I was in for an afternoon of bubble wrap and old porcelain cats, maybe a few awkward family stories about distant cousins with questionable mustaches. When we got to the storage unit, I noticed every single box was meticulously labeled, Heirloom Number 1, Handle with Care. Investment Portfolio, Fragile, and my favorite, Do Not Crush, Future Fortune. I was intrigued, imagining a secret stash of coins, stamps, or maybe a rare baseball card. But as soon as I cracked open the first box, I was greeted not by historical treasures, but by the glassy-eyed stare of a Princess Diana Beanie Baby. Hundreds of them. Stacked, sorted, and in some cases, vacuum-sealed like they were radioactive. My uncle, seeing my confusion, patted a particularly plush moose and said, "You're looking at the S&P, stuffed and plushies." He pulled out a little ledger and began spouting off names like Maple the bear, Peanut the elephant, and Claude the crab, along with their market value and projected growth. I tried to keep a straight face as he explained that this was his retirement plan, and that the 1997 McDonald's Teeny Beanie set was his 401 koala. I started to realize that what I'd thought was a quirky hobby was, in fact, a full-blown plush-based investment strategy. We finally finished moving his assets into his garage, which now looks like a toy store run by Warren Buffett after a head injury. As I left, my uncle handed me a Beanie Baby and said, "Hold on to this, it'll appreciate in value one day." I looked down and said, "Thanks, Uncle. I guess this is what you call a bear market."